What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to episode number 262 of The Nonsense Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everyone.
Today we are doing something slightly different. We're still in the realm of animation, but we're doing a bit of an older one. We're doing Dr. Katz, Professional Therapist. Don't know about you, Rick, but I've never actually seen an episode of this, but I'm aware of what it is, which is weird.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things that was just on ITV around the time that something else was on that I wanted to watch when I was a kid, so...
So the reason I'm more aware of it is because it feels like it got parodied a lot back in the day.
Right, okay.
But yes, do you want some background info?
Let's go.
Alrighty, so it originally aired on the 28th of May 1995 and ran for an entire 6 seasons, ending in 2002. The reason why I suggested we should actually do this for the podcast, aside from what I already mentioned, is that it's actually got quite a distinct artistic style. If you've ever seen something that's very wibbly-wobbly with all of its lines, it's probably Katz.
Sure. Or a parody thereof.
Exactly. Like, speaking of parodies, the parody I remember the most is, it wasn't even a parody, it was a Family Guy cutaway gag.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so that's the one that always comes to my mind. But yes, some interesting tidbits. It's technically the first animated show that aired on Comedy Central, predating South Park by about 2 years.
Right, alright.
And it is very much arguably H. John Benjamin's first sizable role.
Ah, good old Bob Belcher and Archer and other characters that sound the same.
Yeah, he did other things before this, but very minor roles at best, whereas in Dr. Katz, he played Dr. Katz's son, which is quite a significant role. So if you hear H. John Benjamin, that's because it's H. John Benjamin.
Sure.
The final thing of note is in 2017, an audio version of the show was made by Audible, of all things, and ran for 15 episodes. Seems like a pretty good format for it, considering the formula of the show being basically therapy sessions, but it didn't last long, so don't know what that's about. Didn't really say why it got cancelled.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can see that working. Like, well, we'll see how it goes in the actual show, because I've never seen it.
So, in general, the show tends to consist of therapy sessions mixed with Dr. Katz's personal life. So you get snippets of his life, of him just doing stuff between therapy sessions. The therapy sessions are usually done on comedians, real-life comedians. So it's a mix of actors / comedians just riffing and just having a pre-planned script. So, yeah. For an example, in the Audible format that I just mentioned, one of the guests was Ray Romano.
Right, okay.
So, not nobodies either.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, that's about all the background information I've got on Dr. Katz, licensed therapist, or whatever the fuck this. What's the show called again? Dr. Katz, Professional Therapist. So yeah, those of you who are unfamiliar with the show probably don't know this, so for your benefit, I'll just let you know. Before we actually get to the reaction and the review itself, we like to talk about our weeks and the goings-on in the wide universe. So yeah, we tend to skip over the nasty grisly stuff because we live in, unfortunately, interesting times. So with that out of the way, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, I went to another Magic pre-release. This one is the Magical School. I got dick all for pulls and still managed to win 2 out of 3 games.
This is good. The only piece of information I heard about was I caught the tail end of your conversation last night when I joined the voice call. You said some other fucker got 4 out of 5 of the really good shit.
Yeah, someone else got 4 out of 5 of the Elder Dragons. They're listed at less than a $5 each, which is still, a reasonable amount to pay if you want all of them, but compared to the price of a pack, it's like, okay, would you buy a pack or would you buy an Elder Dragon? I would buy the Elder Dragon.
Well, it's one of those things where it becomes... It feels like they're decreasingly disincentivizing buying of packs, what with a bog standard pack costing like £8 now.
Yeah, I think the regular ones are a $5 and the Universes Beyond are like $7 usually.
Okay, you got to bear in mind, most of my Magic the Gathering, I usually just pick up a pack from the gaming cafe because I'm there and using their services, so I buy something from them, and their prices are jacked up, so in my head it's £8, so my apologies on that one.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I think the only things that are really more expensive than that are the people that have a version of one of the Power 9 just as one of their spells. The Power 9 being the spells that will never be ever reprinted because they're so good from first edition. Like Ancestral Recall. 1 mana, draw 3 cards.
Oh, it's Pot of Greed.
Yeah, but better.
Well, no, Pot of Greed is good. Pot of Greed is draw 3 cards.
Oh, is it draw 3? I thought it was draw 2.
No, it's draw 3 cards.
Okay.
Future versions of Pot of Greed, which are called slightly different things, have less good effects, and that's why they're legal. And that's why Pot of Greed is illegal.
Yeah, so like a half-full mug of slightly less avarice.
I mean, you joke, but I'm pretty sure one of them is called Pot of Avarice.
Sure, yeah. So yeah, there's a guy. He's a reasonably powerful dude on his own. He's not even legendary, and he just has Pot of Greed as a one mana thing that he can do. So yeah, to the left and right of me, one person opened one of that guy. One person opened two of him. Yeah, those are like, they were 40 quid before the pre-releases. They're now 15. I don't think they're worth 15 quid. Oh well.
I get you, man. Very quickly, I do want to just apologise because I was like, shit, am I correct here? I'm super wrong. Pot of Greed is draw 2 cards. So my bad on that one.
Okay. And the other thing I did was I went down to Sheffield to see a friend. The friend had come up to Sheffield to see the snooker. The Chinese are apparently very, very interested in the snooker and want to move snooker to China. So this was going to be the last one in Britain, but at the last moment they swerved and said, no, we're keeping it in Sheffield.
That would be an interesting move that would just further alienate the lower classes.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those really, like, first they'll come for the snooker, and then they'll want the fucking darts, and then there'll be riots.
Yeah, because snooker's one of those things. You don't have to be very athletic for it, other than that you need to get onto the table if you want to do a certain shot.
I mean, you're saying that there aren't exactly many fat snooker players.
Sure, yeah, compared to darts players, where the only thing that needs to be athletic is one arm.
But even in darts, players aren't really fat anymore. Like, you've got people who are big, but no one's like fucking Andy Fordham size anymore.
Yeah, I was thinking of Andy Fordham.
Yeah, and he's been dead for a while, poor fucker. Well, I say poor fucker, like he must have been 40 stone.
Yeah, he had a good life on his own terms.
That's a very nice way of putting it. The thing is like, yeah, he ate a lot, but the actual thing that killed him was the fact that he drank a lot as well.
Yeah, like, most of that 40 stone was beer belly.
Which, this was back... And he wasn't even from the generation where you could be drinking beer while playing darts on telly.
Yeah, the beer was off to one side.
No, you can't do that no more. You haven't been able to do that since like the late 90s, and Andy Fordham was early 2000s.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for my personal things. Things that I've seen in the world, though. Apparently, Miyamoto is sad.
I had this on my list as well, Rick.
Yes, Shiggy is sad that the reviews for Mario Movie 2 are worse than the reviews for the first one, because he said, I saw the reviews, I saw the criticisms of the first one, I thought we did enough things different. No, they did exactly the same things that were bad, more, and he's now surprised and sad.
Okay, I've actually got his quote written down because it blew my mind. It blew my mind. You ready for this?
Yeah.
It really is quite baffling. Here we are, having crossed over from a different field, working hard with the specific aim of helping to, listen to this bit, Rick, revitalise the film industry. Yet the very people who ought to be championing that cause seem to be the ones taking a passive stance. You cannot say you are intending to revitalise the film industry when you paired up with the safest animation studio in the world.
Yeah, ones who are also famously the ones who do things slightly on the cheap. Like, let's say it costs $2 billion to make a really good 3D CG animated film. Illuminations are the ones who will try to do things for $700,000.
Okay, but I want to point out Illumination is actually a pretty good studio. It's just,
they're a very good studio.
They if you go back 2 weeks, I think it was 2 weeks, Rick and I actually talk about watching the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and all of our praise was, it looks really good, and there are moments in it that are fun, but the plot is crap. The plot is non-existent, and it turns out Shiggy was very much hands-on this time around, and that explains everything, because if you're not aware of Shigeru Miyamoto's gaming philosophy, he very much puts plot in the back seat and is more focused on stuff that is fun, which is great if you're dealing with video games. If you're dealing with a movie, you gotta have a plot.
Yeah, there's an addition to the quote. He says, "It's true, the situation is indeed very similar. Actually, regarding the previous film, I felt the critics' opinions did hold some validity. However, I thought things would be different this time round, only to find the criticism is even harsher than it was before."
The criticisms are absolutely 100% valid. Because, again, there is no film here. There's no substance. And Yeah, you can argue that, it's just a silly Mario movie, but I still want more than that. Shit, I would rate the plot of the live-action Super Mario Brothers movie that we watched for the podcast a while ago above this, plot-wise. Because at least it had one.
Yeah, the plot. Yes, it was specifically, it was the plot of a movie that the married couple wanted to make, as you pointed out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they did that plot, they put Mario onto it. Like, that was a better plot.
It was still a crap movie, but for a very different reason.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, I can appreciate the stance of we're not filmmakers at Nintendo, we're video game makers, and we're trying to cross over into a new field. But I don't think that's an excuse. I don't think it's just so limp-dicked.
And him saying revitalize the film industry as if it's been fucking struggling.
Yeah, that was also very incredibly questionable. I could kind of see it from a perspective of like, if all you pay attention to is the blockbusters, yeah, it's been a bit weak, but cinema's nowhere near dying.
Yeah. It's one of those. It's been quite some time since Avengers Endgame, so if you've only been paying attention to stuff that you like, then yeah, there's not been much.
Yeah, well, they've gotten our money, Rick. We paid to see the movie.
Yes. Actually, I didn't. We
okay, you went to the cinema. You got a ticket. You were paid for in some form, whether or not you use the reward scheme or not. Don't be asinine about this.
Yeah. Thank you, Lloyd's Bank. You paid for a crap movie. Yes, other thing. Jacksepticeye is now going to be the... we talked about this last week, didn't we?
Yes, and the week before.
Shit, yeah. Oh well.
You want to talk about it again?
No. So, Xbox Game Pass.
What about it?
It's getting a starter version.
What does that mean?
It's going to be bundled in with Discord. I'm assuming it's going to be bundled in with Discord Nitro. And it's going to be a cut-down version of the Game Pass, which is going to be around about 50 games. The ones that it highlights are Fallout 4 and Stardew Valley. And you get up to 10 hours of cloud game streaming a month, as opposed to unlimited, which you get on the Ultimate tier.
All right, listen, I'm just going to say it. You can buy Fallout 4 for like a $5. You can buy Stardew Valley even at full price for £12. This is stupid.
Yeah, well, it's bundled in with the $10 a month Nitro, so it's for people that already pay to have emojis on Discord.
Hey, guess what? I think people who pay for Nitro are fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm calling you out, people on our Discord.
Hey.
You're an idiot. Don't buy Nitro. It's a bad deal.
Yeah. Like, some people get Nitro in bundling with something else, but no, I think it's silly.
But if you happen to get Nitro as a perk because you bought something else and they went, oh, by the way, here's $5 worth of Nitro or whatever, who cares? You're not buying the Nitro. You're buying the thing and you happen to be getting Nitro for free. That's whatever. If you're buying the thing because you want the bundled in Nitro, you're still a fool.
Yeah. So we might be into a bit of a knock-on effect where I think, don't you get Nitro free with an Amazon Prime subscription or something?
I wouldn't know. I don't like Amazon.
Yeah, neither do I. But like, for people that have Prime, not only do you get your delivery, you get Prime Video, which has like two things on it. One of them's Fallout, which I've not finished yet. You get a Twitch subscription. You get as in you get one Twitch Prime subscription, which you can use as one Twitch basic sub for one person that you view. And I think from that you do get a Discord. So if you get Discord, then you do get the Xbox Game Pass that's coming in. So it'll be a pretty decent value proposition since Amazon have kind of killed their own mini game studio as well. So oh well.
It's. I'll be honest with you. It seems like only a boon for Discord because I don't see what Microsoft is getting out of this.
Yeah. I think they're turning. I think Microsoft are counting it as an ad, or that they have a reasonable stake in Discord now because they wanted to buy it for like $10 billion a few years ago, but they ended up buying Blizzard instead.
Oh, what a great deal.
Yeah.
Well, then again, Overwatch and their loot boxes probably pays for itself.
Yeah. But apparently also people are suing Nintendo in a class action lawsuit for the Nintendo price increases, which are in response to the tariffs.
I mean, it's a nothing lawsuit, isn't it?
It is.
Like,
it is.
Who exactly are some people?
It's people. Well, there's a bunch of people. There's I've got two people, Jeffrey Hoffert and Prashant Sharan, who have filed it, and they're doing it as a class action lawsuit on behalf of all affected customers.
Yeah, except it's ridiculous. What court are they using?
They're using the American courts. courts in California and Washington, I think.
Awesome. Nintendo doesn't care then.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to talk about lawyers and shit, like behind Disney, I think you got Nintendo as the second best suited for almost any court case.
Yeah. But what they're actually mad about is that Nintendo increased the prices and also claimed for tariff refunds.
Yeah, okay, well, this is something that touches upon another issue that I wasn't really going to bring up because it's a world issue and we're meant to be a light-hearted, funny, ha-ha podcast. But, like, the whole thing about tariffs being paid by customers, they've basically got a massive reserve of money at this point that they are refunding to people, but they're refunding to corporations rather than the people who paid the tariffs. So this isn't an issue unique to Nintendo. By this logic, you should be suing every company in America.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's it for me and my week, and that's us ending on a low note. So, yeah, you can take it away for something hopefully a little bit more fun.
Well, Rick, the achievement of the week happened.
Yeah, I say hopefully a bit more fun.
This was the most miserable experience in my life. The game in question is Puzzloop. It's an arcade game. It's an arcade game that's, you know what Zuma is, right?
Zuma being as in a game or the game studio?
The game.
I can't remember.
So there's a bunch of coloured balls coming out and going along a track, and you control like a frog type creature, and you spit balls from that mouth. You connect coloured patterns to erase the dots.
Okay.
I'm describing it poorly, but I use the word Zuma because it's the one that everybody knows.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you spit the ball into the line of balls and try to get minis.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the crux of it. Puzzloop is basically that. It's for the arcade. I don't like arcade emulation. I just don't. I have never been able to get it to fucking work, and that might be a personal failing, and that's fine. I spent 3 hours trying to get this game to work, and I failed miserably. I got upset, got annoyed, and I was like, I'm doing Achievement of the Week. It's meant to be fun.
Yeah.
So what I did was I went onto the message board and I used 3 flickies and said, I'm skipping this week.
Okay.
So the event gives you these things called flickies. You start with 4. You get an additional flicky for every achievement of the month you get, which I've gotten all 4 so far because I've been doing those as well. And that gives me 8. I used 3 to just skip this week. I could have just used 1 and did a different alternative achievement, but then I looked at the achievement list and I went, I don't like any of these games. And again, it's meant to be fun. I'm just going to skip it. I have that option. I'm taking it.
Sure.
So yeah, miserable experience. As I said, it's probably not that difficult to set up, and I'm probably just an idiot, and that's fine. I don't think emulation should be work. I don't care about arcade games. I was only doing this for an achievement of the week point. Who cares?
Yeah, and a lot of arcade games have weird controls, so it's difficult to set up for emulated controls in general sometimes.
Sure. It's one of those where it's... Again, the game's Zuma. You can play it with a fucking mouse. I could buy Zuma for 50p right now.
Yeah. You play it with a mouse, you can play it with your finger on your phone.
I was just about to say, I could probably find a free version of this game on my phone.
Oh.
God damn it. And I'm pretty sure this game only got voted in as Achievement of the Week because we're still in April, which means the big April Fool's gag is all of the fucking Achievement of the Weeks are, when you vote on them, they don't tell you what the games are going to be. They give you a clue via emojis, and I'm shit at that game.
Yeah, and you don't know them until they get released.
Yeah, which is shit.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, oh well indeed. Rick, on another personal note front, this is something that you did too last week. I only just got around to it this week. I watched the final 2 episodes of Smiling Friends.
Yes! They were episodes. They weren't finales. They were just episodes.
Yes, explicitly so. In fact, both the creators have gone on record as saying that these episodes were pretty much pretty much done and dusted by the time they made the announcement of, we're done with Smiling Friends for now. So, very definitely not finales.
Yeah, so we're essentially keeping the Glepep as our bittersweet finale that wasn't meant to be one, but now is.
Well, no, by that logic, episode 10 is still the finale.
Okay.
Well, that's the way I'm looking at it, because, like, again, that means episode 8 also wasn't meant to be the finale, Rick, because these 2 were already being made.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know if it's something to do with the fact that I knew they were the last 2 episodes or not, but personal opinion, I think they were the 2 best episodes of season 3.
Fair enough. Yeah, I thought they were okay. Yeah. I liked the meta commentary from the ChatGPT bot.
Well, that's one of those where someone who I'm completely untouched by it, or rather, I've completely not touched AI at all, and watching the consequences of relying solely on AI, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening.
Yeah. Just Charlie getting really fat and making it draw pictures of people as hot dogs.
Yeah, so dumb, but that's what people use AI for. The ultimate joke of the robot being just an Indian man is so funny, because that's like a pull from a year and a half ago, where it turns out this entire AI service was just 12 Indian dudes in a room.
Yeah.
Fun fact as well, the woman that Alan was painting over and over again is a real person. She's a Redditor.
Okay.
She posted on Reddit after the episode came out and said, "I've had to keep quiet about this for 8 months." Because she was posting funny ha-has of Alan being her husbando.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so
fantastic.
Fantastic indeed. But I like that. I honestly enjoyed Charlie's uncle's episode more.
Yeah. I think the other one was better than the Charlie's Uncle episode, but yeah, it's nice to see an absolute piece of shit character finally getting punched.
It's nice to see an absolute piece of shit character once again played by John DiMaggio.
Yeah.
It's like, what if we let Bender be the absolute piece of shit we know he is?
Yeah, and it's slightly tempered by him going, "So proud of you, son" moment, but yeah.
Yeah, immediately lampooned by the fact that he's the Cincinnati Strangler.
Oh yeah. I should definitely be in jail for this. Yeah.
It's like, was this also part of the test, Uncle? And it's just like, no, that was personal stuff. And it's like, damn, that's shockingly sinister for a funny ha-ha show.
But never mind that. Mr. Landlord is back.
My mind got fucking blown because I didn't expect that twist even slightly. It was it's just so random, but yet so in character for that particular monstrosity.
Yes. And then he runs across the ocean away.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was a great reveal. Because before the final reveal, I was just like, oh shit, Alan's girlfriend is getting mauled. That is actually a tragedy, and it turns out no, the horrible Rottweiler animated like it's from Captain Pugwash.
Yeah.
Just fucking MVP. And we do get the final parting shot of Glep riding it.
Yeah. Alan was going to get a win, and then he wasn't. And then turns out he never wasn't.
I mean, it's one of those where Alan's constantly shown winning at life anyway, so I'm not too bothered for him. Although that being said, there's that moment earlier in the show where it's like, "Oh, you're going on a date tonight, Alan. I hope you have fun." And Alan just deadpan, just like, "It has lost all meaning. I'm just doing it because I am bored."
Yep.
Alan's cadence is my favourite voice on the show. It's always funny.
And it's one of those, because he never gets overused. It remains funny. It remains funny.
Yeah. I mean, best word is fucker. But yeah, Smiling Friends will definitely be missed. I am glad that the creators Hadel and Cusack have decided to put a pin in it while they're still like happy with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, because by all accounts, they chose to walk away rather than get shit cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that means, as far as they're concerned, they've done all they've wanted to with it, and as a creator, that's probably the biggest joy you can get.
Yeah. I get it.
But yeah, so you ready for some news?
Let's go.
Well, Rick, it looks like we're not getting Gang of Dragon.
We're not getting Gang of Dragon.
Yes. I appreciate this is probably a video game that wasn't on your radar, but it was on mine. It was being created by Nagoshi Studio, which is the studio headlined by Toshiro Nagoshi, the guy who pretty much spearheaded the creation of Yakuza.
Okay.
They got their funding pulled by their overarching studio, NetEase, last month. And today, literally about an hour before we sat down to record, Nagoshi Studios has deleted their YouTube channel and every hint of a trailer on the internet that they posted.
Ooh, okay.
So that project seems dead in the water. It's a very weird one.
Shame.
It is a shame. But at the same time, do you know why they got their funding pulled, by the way?
Is it because they didn't toe enough of the line with...
No, nothing like that. They had a budget of $40 million.
Right.
And they've used it all, and they asked their mother studio, NetEase, for another $44 million, to which NetEase went, okay, what have you done so far? Oh, fucking nothing. No, we're not giving you that.
Yep.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well, indeed. I can't blame the mother studio for being like, no, we're not giving you more money when you did fuck all with 40 mil.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
In other news, Jesus Christ, the internet is horny for Toph.
Oh, which Toph? I'm assuming you mean the Avatar toff.
Yes, the Avatar toff, because if you recall last week, I mentioned that the entire movie, The Legend of Aang, just got leaked online, and everyone has now seen the adult designs for the main characters from Avatar The Last Airbender, and toff is ripped as fuck, and the internet loves it, and I'm glad the internet loves it, because we need more buff muscle women.
Yeah, fantastic.
Again, I'm not exactly invested in the Avatar controversies here. It's a shame for the studio in question that their entire movie got leaked, because I can imagine it's not going to make any fucking money now.
Yeah. Well, it was never going to make a lot of money because it was going straight to Netflix, really, wasn't it?
Paramount Plus.
Well, Paramount Plus, yeah.
But the theory is
Netflix.
if it drives subscriptions to the service, then it validates itself in the eyes of the company. But by the same token, it's an animation. It's always going to be fighting an uphill battle for funding.
Yeah, absolutely.
In other news, UK legislation's come into effect banning anyone born after January 1st, 2009 from buying tobacco.
I mean, I kind of agree with this and think it should have been a thing a long time ago. This is on the heels of New Zealand threatening to do it and then not doing it.
Well, it's one of those things, Rick, where these sorts of things very rarely work. When you ban something, it just means, cool, now people with less savoury interests are just going to sell it on the down low. More importantly, I don't think anyone under the age of 20 smokes anymore. They all vape, and they're not doing anything about that.
Yeah, they're not doing anything about that. But yeah, smoking has always been a weird thing to me, in that everyone our age, and basically everyone under the age of 70, knows that it's bad for you, and that it's only bad for you.
Okay,
and yet they do it anyway.
But Rick, it's not that simple, is it? Like, addiction is a real thing, and nicotine is incredibly addictive.
Yeah, but like, all it does is gets you addicted to it, and then you have to pay for more of it. Like, there's no benefit.
Absolutely, Rick, but were you never an idiot teenager?
Yeah, but I didn't have that much money.
Yeah, okay, but all it takes is bumming a cigarette off one person to get hooked. Like, again, I can't stress this enough, nicotine is incredibly addictive. What you're saying can be applied to alcohol and gambling in equal fashions. Well, I just don't know why people do it. It's clearly bad for you.
Okay, but the difference is alcohol is a social thing, whereas,
there absolutely is a thing known as social smoking. There are people who will just have cigarettes when in social gatherings.
Weird.
I'm not arguing that it's weird. I'm just saying, like, your argument falls apart because that is a thing. I know people who are social smokers. They don't touch cigarettes during the day, but when it comes to nighttime, they will have cigarette breaks every 5 minutes in a club.
Yeah. The other thing is, like, alcohol gets you pissed, which is sometimes the requirement. And what was the other one you mentioned?
Gambling.
Yeah, gambling you can win.
Yes, but
you did win.
But again, it's all that's because it's a Grand National. It's not the gambling so much as I want to watch the Grand National, and it's more fun if it matters. Fucking, you threw me completely off my point. All three of the things I mentioned do the same thing, and it tickles your endorphins. And
Fair.
if you're addicted to something, it's like, what's an easy way to make myself feel good? Oh, nicotine. In which case, cigarette. Ooh, getting drunk, drinking a couple of beers. Ooh, gambling. I might win money. That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
It's all the same mental affliction. It's just a different substance. The only reason why I'm slightly I get slightly evangelical about this is because I've had arguments with one person in particular in a Games Workshop about this, and he's such a pig-headed prick about it. It's like, you shouldn't help people with addictions. It's their own fault, and I fucking hate that stance.
Yeah, but then again, he's also in Games Workshop, where plastic crack is like, we call it plastic crack. It's not really an addiction, but it does play into a bit of a FOMO, keeping up with the Jones mindset, at least.
If you say so. I've always thought it was called plastic crack because it costs a lot of money, and it completely gets rid of your social life.
Yep.
But anyway, it's one of those. That's going to be a thing. I think it's kind of pointless because, again, they're not doing anything to combat vaping, and that's just as addictive. And we don't know what the side effects are yet, but I can't imagine they're good.
Well, yeah, the length of time is not good enough to know the actual true facts about this. We know there's less tar. That's the big benefit over cigs, but yeah.
But you're still inhaling a shit ton of smoke into your lungs.
You are.
It's one of those where the one thing we've done to combat vaping is specifically to combat disposable vapes, because the government effectively got tired of a bunch of fucking empty vapes just littering the streets, being thrown away and discarded, and they did bring in legislation of like, okay, disposable vapes are now banned, which is okay in theory, but again, there's a real disconnect between the government and the actual goings on, because now you go into a shop that sells vapes and they will sell you not single-use vapes, but they charge you the same price as a single-use vape, which means it's still getting used like that.
Yes.
Like, it's stupid. The government sucks. They don't know what they're doing half the time. Anyway, the last bit of news I've got, Rick, is the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is coming in June.
I saw a side-by-side picture of this, and the new one looks good.
It does look good. I wish we got a new game instead of just, hey, do you want to play Black Flag again, but fancier? And I'm like, I won't say no, but, like, couldn't you have just made fucking Skull and Bones good?
Yeah. Speaking of, apparently Windrose is pretty good.
I've not seen anything to do with Windrose. In fact, every time it came across my dash, I thought it was talking about the band, so I didn't click on it.
Yeah. So Windrose is the new pirate game that apparently came out of nowhere and apparently is good.
Well, I might give it a check then. I don't know. Like I said, every time I see Windrose, I assume it's the band, so I'm just like, well, I don't want to listen to Diggy Diggy Hole right now.
I finally listened to the Diggy Diggy Hole sequel.
Okay.
So, we get to wait until Windrose covers the sequel.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to listen to the original, I don't care. But yeah, that does it for news today. Rick, for the benefit of me and for the audience, what are we doing in Count Us In?
We are doing Dr. Katz, Professional Therapist, Season 1, Episode 1, Pot-Bellied Pigs. 3, 2, 1, and go.
So immediately, can you see what I mean about the wibbly wobbly?
Yeah, it's the same as like home videos, isn't it?
Yeah, or in my opinion, early Newgrounds.
Yeah. Oh wait, H. John Benjamin was in Home Movies as well, wasn't he?
I don't know what that is.
It's a Cartoon Network version of the same thing, basically, where it's a kid making he sounds so much younger.
This was 30 fucking years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, 30 years ago when you could actually get an ad in the paper.
Yeah. What?
Work as a pimp.
That is surprisingly real backstory of I've always wanted to be this, but I had to do this.
Also very real.
Oh yeah. So I'm curious if they named Ben because Benjamin is voicing him, because I know Dr. Katz is played by a comedian called Katz.
It's entirely possible. It's an easy way of naming that way, at least.
God, it's like Morty if he was 35.
It is. It is. Couldn't be bothered colouring it in.
Couldn't this very easily have been in Newgrounds back in the day, looking at it?
Absolutely. Yeah, because like you've got basically the static picture, and the only thing that's actually moving is the the mouth.
You're my receptionist, motherfucker!
I'm pretty sure I've seen that as a YouTube short.
I actually kind of like the stylistic choice of all the characters being coloured, but the backgrounds being in grayscale.
Yeah, I get it.
Back in the day before mobile phones, eh?
I mean, we also get that with when you forget your phone and you end up reading the shampoo bottle.
Who the Okay. This is a real issue I have, and I know I'm in the minority in this one. I cannot take my phone into the toilet with me.
Well, because otherwise you stay on the toilet for 40 minutes.
No, I don't like it. It feels gross having my toilet in my hand while I'm taking a shit.
Having my toilet in my hand.
Did I say toilet? I meant phone. The only time I have my phone with me in the bathroom is when I'm going for a shower and nothing else, and even then, it's on the side, well away from the shower, playing music.
Sure.
Like,
Weirdly, the only time I take my phone into the bathroom when I'm having a shower is when I know that I have something to do and I've set an alarm.
I see. Man, me bringing that up, I haven't worn my glasses for like 7 years now. But I used to also take my glasses off but when going for a shit, because it just felt weird.
You don't need to see the floor when you're taking a shit.
Again, my eyesight isn't so bad that I need to wear glasses all the time. I just have glasses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll get bullied for that. Oh, fucking clip on, you pussy.
It's one of the massive ones. Oh,
what the fuck?
Whoa.
That's a jump.
Yeah. Being shy around women does not equate to stalking. However, you can see the dots.
Not gonna lie, Rick, this music's getting on my tits.
A little bit. It's a bit ubiquitous, isn't it? I also never get why they put the therapy person lying down.
It's a good visual to immediately show that this is a therapy office. Like, it's associated with that nowadays. If you actually go to therapy, guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're just sitting opposite a desk of someone.
Yeah, you're in a chair.
But the general idea is that when you're having a therapy session, you're meant to be relatively relaxed while you're talking, and I suppose this is a good way of visualizing it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty big fail, that one, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, okay, I get that one, because, like, stopping is just so obvious.
Okay, but it's an exam, my dude. This is a problem unique to you. You can be a bit of an arsehole when it comes to answering questions, my guy. Can you see what I mean by a lot of the formula being just comedians riffing?
Yeah, comedians being mad at each other.
Mad at each other? It seems like he's mad at the world, this particular one, for getting his name wrong all the time.
Yes, I have an uncommon name. I have to spell it every fucking time as well.
Your name's not uncommon.
My surname's uncommon.
I don't know if it is.
It is.
Okay. Tell it to a Harry Potter fan and I'll recognise it instantly.
Yeah, okay. Before that, it would be the first time someone had encountered it. My teeth are British.
Well, that's a rather interesting thing, because I read up the other day onto why people think British people have such poor teeth, and it's effectively specifically between America and Britain. It's a philosophical discrepancy between both forms of practice. Because in America they focus on being straight and shiny, whereas in Britain, British dentists are more focused on the teeth actually being healthy. So they don't really care so much if they're crooked or slightly wonky, as long as they're healthy and not likely to fall out.
Yeah. So the American way is you get 9 times out of 10, a kid gets braces.
Yeah, that explains why so many kids have braces in like old cartoons and shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, because they're being molded into cookie cutter every person.
Mm-hmm. God, I haven't seen that visual gag in a while.
Yeah. The Hawaii lady.
That was a weird shot for no reason.
Yeah, he was a fish as a kid, apparently.
What's the joke going to be? Animal husbandry that's really easy.
That he wants to become a husband to an animal.
No. Oh, it's going to be a fucking walking the dogs.
I'm going to order a pet pig.
Never mind then. Well, that's the...
Comes to the yeah, I was going to say it comes from the Philippines despite being Vietnamese. Yeah.
How are you going to breed it with one?
She's asleep.
Well, this was a real scam in like the early to mid 90s of not so much pot-bellied Vietnamese pigs, but like the old joke used to be like, "Oh, I got scammed out of my money investing in an ostrich farm."
The other one was the micro pig.
That wasn't a business scam. That was just scamming old ladies who wanted a cute pet pig.
Yeah, so the scam was, okay, let's show all these influencers with micro pigs. And it turns out it's literally just a piglet and it grows up to a full-size pig.
You use the word influencers. This is a scam that is much... Okay. That is a different beast. When you say influencer, that's not what that means anymore.
Okay, so OG influencers, which are only famous for being famous.
Paris Hilton's kind of famous for the fact that she was the heir... Well, she made a sex tape, but she was also the heir to the Hilton Empire.
Yeah, true.
Which, who fucking predicted the Hiltons making a comeback against the Trumps? No, because I'm not a dick.
Oh yeah, the good old Trump toupee.
I wasn't too convinced on that joke, but he turned me around.
Yeah.
Did you see the way those birds were drawn on the wall, by the way? What the fuck was that about?
I don't know. Yeah, we get a lot of that from, if you listen to PTK comedy, a lot of it is remembering being in Catholic schools.
Garlic bread, huh?
And Sister Sledge.
How does Bob Marley like his donuts, Rick?
We're jamming!
Garlic bread! That's my 2 Peter Kay jokes. I'm here all week. Is he flirting poorly right now?
Yeah, I think so. Just listing different ways to say Ben.
Yeah. What the fuck are you trying now?
Oh, okay, so he is. just in case we hadn't picked up on it.
He's been watching one too many dirty VHSs.
Yeah, so he's gone for too many of the stepsister.
That wasn't really a genre back then, my guy. And I actually think it's a weird problem that we have nowadays, but I don't think that's a conversation we want to have on the podcast.
So yeah. Yeah, so he's asked her if she wants to go out for a cup of coffee. She's just fucked off. That's actually a pretty funny gag. It's funnier when I re-explain it. Father cheating on the kid.
That fucking cut from being disinterested in drawing to like, oh shit, my patient's crying.
Yeah.
I mean, that is more or less a therapist's job, by the way. They're a professional listener.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yes, they can, I mean, it depends on their specific field, but a lot of therapy is just talking about shit.
Yeah, it's just a feelings hooker.
That's not a nice way of wording it. But because the Doctor is actually being played pretty realistic, because while they're good listeners, they're not meant to be emotional about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not meant to interject as much, especially if it's like helps the other person like flow a stream of consciousness.
I would rather have Dr. Katz as my therapist than say, oh, I don't know, Mads Mikkelsen's Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, I mean, yep, yep.
Well, the therapy sessions by Lecter in that show are scary.
Oh.
I don't think you got much of a choice if you come to the end of the session and he has no money on him.
Yeah, he just fucks off.
It's something that's always like it's one of those those weird ones where at the end of a tattoo session, I'd be like, shit, I hope I got enough money on me.
Yeah, so what are they going to do? Take it back? Should rip your skin off.
No, what happens is if you're there with someone, they'll usually have that person stay in the shop while you fuck off to a cash point, or they'll take your credit or debit card off you and hold that and hope you come back for it. So it's one of the few things that tattooists haven't really. They're still very much cash-based businesses.
Yes.
Which it makes sense to not accept credit cards and and checks and shit like that, because it's like, well, you can't take the thing back off them if the thing bounces or they renege on it. But debit cards is literally just giving you money, but digitally.
Mm-hmm. Too less than they used to.
He thinks you can get milk from a pig.
Like, I mean, you can, but it's very chalky.
It tastes like shit. It's the age-old joke of fucking, how come we don't milk pigs? You ask a pig farmer, he goes, have you ever drunk pig milk? No? Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Tastes like shit. Tastes disgusting.
Yeah, it's very watery and very chalky. People have managed to make pig cheese once.
He's just fucking throwing out fucking buzzwords, man.
Yeah, he's listing all the buzzwords that he knows in order.
Her hair's going nuts. Pool and diversify are two very different things to do with your money.
Yeah. And he says, in a year you can have over $100, apparently.
Getting a financial advisor is actually probably a good piece of advice if you've got enough money that you can afford to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, because, like, the advisor is not cheap, but if you've got enough money, then the advisor pays for himself.
I mean, yeah. Like, the advisor is pretty much managing his own money. It's just your money has also been added to the pool, which means he can make more money based on the pool already. It's win-win for everybody involved, except he also takes a chunk of your change just for putting your money in with his money. It's not risk-free, but financial advisors tend to know what they're doing. You get what you pay for. If you've got one who's not charging you anything, he's probably shit.
Yeah. Let's see if you get them from the bank. They might be okay, but they're not good enough to charge, so.
That's a hell of a way of signifying the end of a session.
Oh, it was the end of the episode, so.
Wow, some actual decent time to credit the fucking voice actors there.
Yeah, because like 11 people worked on this.
That does seem to be the way it's gone, doesn't it? 4 artists is not a lot of people.
It's not.
And it seems a lot of the artists and producers and stuff have some crossover. Like Tom Snyder was also the creator, and he did the music.
Yeah, and we got Laurent Bouchard as well.
Oh, blimey,
as the creator. He's the one who made Bob Burgers.
Which probably means he's known H. John Benjamin for a while then.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Benjamin was also credited as a writer, so I guess this was also part of his writing chops.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it depends, doesn't it? Because if it's all riffing, if it's all riffing, then it makes sense he gets a writing credit because that means he riffed Ben's parts.
Yeah. Maybe so.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Rick, what do you think?
It was all right. I like you say, I can see how it would go on for 6 seasons of just bullshit being said and vaguely animated too. I don't know if the animation came first or if the script came first. It feels like the kind of thing where you could just play the animation of person talking for longer if the riffing goes longer.
I mean, you even said it earlier with the only bit of animation really being the characters. So if you've got all the backgrounds and the set dressing all done, and all you're doing is animating characters, then it'd be very quick to sort out an episode. I say very quick, but you get what I'm saying when I say that, right?
Yeah. That it's the character has essentially a character model. Yes, they have wiggly lines, but that's essentially just a static animation that could be played over a flash animation, and the only thing that is animated is the mouth and eyes.
Well, you could say the face at that point.
Yeah, but even then, like, the nose isn't animated. It's just like, basically it is just the mouth, actually, to be honest, because I don't think I ever saw them blink.
Yeah, but the eyes move.
Sure. Yeah, the dots move. But yeah, anything to add on that?
I wasn't particularly impressed with this, I'll be honest with you. A lot of the enjoyment of this last 20 minutes is the fact that I'm just shooting the shit with you while there happens to be a cartoon on in the background. There wasn't a lot of takeaway. I think some of the negativity comes from the fact that I know there are segments of the script that aren't a script and it's just people riffing, and I didn't like Morty Mindblowers as much as other people did.
Yeah. Like, that was an entire episode of just that, though, so, like, it's
and about 80% of this episode was just that.
Okay. Like, it's not quite as good as the Hammock District.
Was that riffed? Was that made up?
Yeah, the Hammock District was riffed. Like, the whole thing of that, and then Homer just going, "Oh, the Hammock District," was also riffed.
But I think that's the fundamental difference, isn't it? Because that's actors taking liberty with a script they've already got, as opposed to talk and see what happens.
Yeah, and The Simpsons does that all the time. Like, even early on, at least, The Simpsons used to do that. Yeah, SMRT. Yeah, they would animate stuff around ad-libbing, which would be done around the script. Like, even Yardley Smith would even just go and say Lisa wouldn't say that until, she got told, okay, Lisa needs to be the least funny person, and if there's a Lisa episode, it needs to be crap.
Alright, tell us how you really feel, Rick. I mean, she is the central figure of the much lambasted, Taylor Swift episode.
Oh, yeah, it's the Lady Gaga episode, isn't it?
Oh, Lady Gaga. My apologies, Miss Swift. It's Lady Gaga who's the offender this time. Lady Gaga!
Yeah. Oh, my God!
Oh, my God. That is my favourite. I've not seen the episode, but I've seen the clip. King Shark just so innocently declaring, "Oh, my God, it's Beyonce!"
And Clayface going, "Oh, my God, it's Lady Gaga!"
Oh, Jesus Christ. And that is funnier than anything that happened in the fucking Taylor Swift episode.
Yeah. And by the way, apparently they're making a live-action Clayface movie, and Clayface just looks like a guy who's been, burnt and put in a cast.
What do you mean, apparently? It's coming out in, October.
I don't... I don't think Clayface can carry a movie on his own as a protagonist, but oh well.
I don't think many Batman villains can take the leading role in a movie. I think maybe you could do it with Killer Croc, because he's got quite the sad backstory, because until he cements himself as a villain, he is just a guy who's been dealt an incredibly tough hand.
Yeah.
I don't think you can even do a solo Joker movie, because honestly, going back and looking at Joker 1, it's very boring for about 50% of it.
Yeah, because he has no enemy, other than the world around him. Yeah, society's the enemy, and, how do you personify that? Oh, well, you make the entire town, the worst thing in the world.
But that's just, that's the fundamental problem with Joker 1, is Gotham City is so comically evil and fucked up that it's hard to take seriously. And I know you're kind of not supposed to, but it's everything is just oh, we're gonna shit on Joker. Oh, why did this man snap? Oh, I don't fucking know. Could it be is that the script?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And good old too bleak can't care is always prevalent in things like that.
Yeah. Anyway, boy, we got off topic. Let's do our usual wind down. Do you have a favourite moment today?
I think it was the gag about my dad never cheated on my mom, but he did cheat on me with other kids.
That's fucked up, right? And that is another level of fucked up.
But it's a very funny gag, and I'm pretty sure that is just lifted straight from his stand-up routine, I'm assuming.
Probably, yeah. It does sound like a stand-up bit, don't it?
Yeah. But yeah, just as a favourite moment, that was just mine. How about you? Do you have a favourite moment from today?
Honestly, I think it was the annoyingly real conversation right from the get-go, where it's just I'm not cleaning up after myself, and it's okay, here's my negotiation position of I'm not expecting you to clean everything. Can you at least put shit in the sink? Yeah.
Because it started out with the passive aggressive. Oh, have you seen my wand? My wand that magics the table clean.
Yeah, but at the same time, I totally I wouldn't say respect, but understand that line of instantly being a tad aggressive, shall we say, towards him. Because if it happens every fucking day and you have the conversation every fucking day, I think we've all lived with someone at some point in our lives where there's that one fucker who just don't do shit.
Yeah. There's always someone who is I finished eating, I push the chair out, and I leave. The chair even stays where it was.
It's nowhere near as bad, but I remember when we were hanging around a friend's house, and I think you were actually there, Rick. It was one of the times when you were down, and we finished up dinner, and everyone loaded up the dishwasher, and the dishwasher was full. So I went to the sink and then washed my plate in the sink, and the guy whose house it was just said, "Why are you doing that?" And I'm like, well, because I'm a guest here and the dishwasher's full, so I'm cleaning it. And that was like a foreign concept to him, and that blew my mind.
Yeah. Well, by the same token, when the dishwasher's full here, I just leave stuff on the side until I've emptied the dishwasher and can put the stuff straight into the next round.
Here's the point where I revealed in my house there is no dishwasher.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, I do have the unique circumstance of if I want to wash something in my house, it needs to be done by hand, because if you're just washing up after yourself, it takes 5 seconds.
Yes, the dishwasher is you.
It's not a big issue, and I just felt it was weird that I got called out on what I find a positive behavioural trait, and it was like, where's the issue? I cleaned a plate and a fork.
Yup.
Are you mad? I used some of your soap. Anyway, I digress. Tangent aside, we can't only talk about the good, can we? We also have to talk a little bit on the negative. Do you have a weakest link?
It's a common theme with shows of this format where it's just, like, all the content is basically just the talking, in that it's not a really good one for us to review because either we are ignoring what is being said because we're riffing, or the viewer has to ignore what's being said because they're listening to us, or they're ignoring us because they're listening to the stuff. So it's one of those.
Yeah, I totally get you, man. Like, I didn't really take on board the contents of the show when choosing this for us. It was very much, that art style looks neat, and I can't think of anything else that did this. So let's go for it. That was a hiccup, by the way. If anyone heard a weird noise, my apologies.
But yeah, that's mine. How about you? Do you have a weakest link for today?
I 100% agree with you. However, I'm going to swerve ever so slightly and bring up something that I mentioned at about the 7-minute mark, and that was, oh god, the music was annoying.
It was a bit, wasn't it? Yeah.
I get what they were going for, because it's definitely like waiting room music that you'd probably expect to hear in a therapy office, but it was very grating after a minute. It was just the same loop. Every time there was a lull in conversation, of which there was plenty, you just hear the same 3 notes, it felt like.
Yeah, the entire OST is elevator music.
Now, if you'd like to enjoy human music.
Boo, 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 boo. Human music.
I've got to be honest with you, Rick. It's probably one of my favourite gags from the show.
Yep.
Especially, like, it's already funny being like human music and then just being 3 notes in a boot, but the fact that Jerry just goes with it and starts bobbing his head to the really simple beat is just so funny to me.
He goes, human music.
And yet the fan base will always be like, nah, Pickle Rick's the best. And I'm like, oh.
No. Pickle Rick isn't even the best gag from that episode, but oh well.
I want to point out, just while we're here, I don't even dislike the Pickle Rick joke. I dislike how much the fan base drives it into the ground.
Yeah. Like, the best part of Pickle Rick is how he's, Ramboing his mech suit together.
I think, I'll be honest with you could cut out the entire Pickle Rick saga and I wouldn't care.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, again, that tangent was my fault, so my apologies. Let's get to the crowning glory, the official, most important moment of every episode. Who is your MVP today, Rick?
I'm giving it to Lauren Bouchard, the creator of this and other things that are more mainstream. Let's put it that way. I maybe had heard of this before, but I've never watched it. I've seen Home Movies, a couple of episodes. I've seen a lot of Bob's Burgers. You can see the DNA and the evolution and the increase in like production values. But all of them have the 2 things in common: Lauren Bouchard as a creator, H. John Benjamin as a character.
I mean, I will go out and say that the official creators are technically Tom and Dr. Katz. Like, those are the 2 creative minds behind this.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, that's my MVP. How about you?
I mean, I'll give it to Dr. Katz because he was in every single scene except for that one scene where Ben was hopelessly flirting with Laura. And it's kind of weird having a comedy series based around a down-to-earth character when everything that's going on around him isn't wacky and zany. It's just real.
Yeah. It's how it's basically the observational comedy version of a sitcom.
So a sitcom.
Yeah.
It took me a moment to pass because I'm like, those 2 words are the same.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's not much to say, really. I'm giving it to Dr. Katz more or less out of default. It's his name on the show. He's in every scene. And honestly, he's believable as a character. Like, you could take Dr. Katz, and I think this might be the strength of the show. You could take Dr. Katz and put him in any other animated show, and I think he would slot right in with no problem.
Yeah. Like, exactly that. He could be transplanted into anything.
Just imagine Dr. Katz having to listen to Mr. Boss.
Yeah. Dr. Katz listening to Mr. Boss. Dr. Katz replacing... Dr. Katz listening to Gil.
What, from The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Oh, the wolves are at old Gil's door. And it's like, okay, but tell me about your child.
Yeah. Tell me, are these wolves a metaphor for something that is?
Oh God, they're gonna take my house.
Yeah.
Goodness, yeah. I'm not gonna go on the west side. I'm scared of you, Cookie. What was that character's name? Cookie Kwan or something?
Yeah, Cookie Kwan, yeah.
Don't come on the west side.
Stay on the west side.
Oh, God. Yeah, like, Gil might be the only invention post-season 9 from The Simpsons that's worth a damn.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I really think that is Dr. Katz's strength, and I can totally understand why it has somewhat of a cult following, why people are still a fan of this. Enough that it got a quasi-reboot in 2017, for fuck's sake.
Okay, yeah? I didn't even know that.
I mean, I mentioned it at the beginning of the podcast, the audio form.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the audio version. The audio version. Sorry, I was assuming you meant another animation, but yes, the audio book on Audible that you mentioned.
That's why I said quasi-reboot and not reboot.
Yes.
But anyway, I think that brings us to a nice close. And before I get to the closing statements, just hey, we're doing sci-fi next month.
We is.
As in next week. It's May next week. Jesus, where does time fly?
Well, time makes fools of us all.
Oh yes, and we're going to start strong with a movie from the fucking 50s.
We are and all.
So you guys have got that to look forward to. Other than that, we've got the comment section down below on the YouTubes. Let us know what you thought of our opinions on Dr. Katz. Is there a standout episode that we should go back and look at instead of just going for the first one? We do a lot of first episodes on the Nonsense Review, but we are well aware that first episodes aren't always the best measuring stick.
Yeah, like they tend to be reasonably good if the entire first season was made in one go. However, if it is made basically on the fly, the way that this probably could have been done, then they sometimes take a little bit of time to mature into their own formula.
I mean, there must be something there. It got 6 seasons, and that's actually impressive in the 90s.
Yeah, totally. Apparently, season 3 is when people start to think that, the antagonism between Dr. Katz and Ben lessens, and Laura becomes less of an asshole, and because of that, it flows better.
Yeah, but at the same time, if the main beef is, hey, you're not making any money and you're living in my apartment, can you at least clean up? That's a real fucking argument people have to this day.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very reasonable request of, if you're living rent-free somewhere, that you can at least clean up after yourself.
Yeah, after yourself at least.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're having breakfast with the guy who bought breakfast, I think you could clean the table after.
Yeah.
But what a life of luxury. They have a dining table.
They do.
I know that doesn't say much to you, because you've also got a dining table, but fuck knows I don't have one in my house. We don't even have a dining room.
Yeah, we only have one because it's there. We never use it. We use the kitchen table.
But anyway, we use your dining table to play games when we're around.
Yeah, it's just because it's bigger and you don't have to move it out into the middle of the room to get to the final 2 chairs.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, enough about super personal things. That brings us to a close. Comment section down below, you know the drill. Alternatively, if you're not listening via Spotify or watching via YouTube, you can send us an email at nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. And we'll see you next week, where, again, deep space. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. It helps up the channel, apparently.
Bye.